anything better to do with your life then?
Am I upsetting you?
No, I just think you're a bit of a loser if you're like wasting your time filming us.
You may have all just heard the news that Donald Trump is now the President-elect of the United States. Some of you might want to slit your wrists, put a brick through the TV, it's such terrible news. But we're here to argue, not to despair. Really, Donald Trump is part of a long process in the United States politics of which Hillary Clinton is as much to blame for the appalling state of affairs that brought Donald Trump to power as is Donald Trump himself, with his bigoted and awful and disgraceful gutter rhetoric that he used throughout his election campaign. So I think we have to see Trump's ascendancy to the presidency not so much as some new phase of despair, but simply more of the same, and really an emblem of everything wrong with the world. That someone who can talk about migrants, Muslims, women in such a disgraceful way and really get away with it during the course of the election campaign shows you what's wrong with our society and shows you what's wrong with capitalism in general. So we encourage people to come along and get involved in some of the political discussions and talk about it and what we can do here to organise. Because although we weren't directly affected by the election in Australia, certainly the fact that the Australian government over the last 30 years has presided over a race to the bottom on refugees and built very effective laws and deterrence mechanisms against refugees is something that has really now become part and parcel of the Donald Trump playbook, and something where the resistance that we can mount to it here in Australia really counts. So I think we should not despair. It's time to get organised, to show solidarity, to give every last breath that we can to resist this rotten system that is so epitomised now, so clearly symbolised by everything that is disgusting, disgraceful and rotten about a Trump presidency.
So like basically like a lot of those
Alright, well you might have heard that the election for the one of the most unpopular candidates in American history, between two unpopular candidates, has just ended. I am awake, thanks. Has just been declared in favour of Donald Trump. So Donald Trump is now the President-elect of the United States of America. And I think already people are despairing about this, but I think it's worth trying to have a left-wing analysis of what has happened.
Call the police.
I will.
What we should say for fun is that Trump represents the congealment of decades of racism in America, of using scapegoating migrants for the poor conditions and low wages of American workers, of 15 years of the war on terror that has resulted in the deaths of 2.5 million people at least, and in the destruction of the lives of many of the people who served in Afghanistan and Iraq. We've also had economic crisis results in increasing inequality, unprecedented in America. So we've had the bailing out of the banks to the tune of $8 trillion, while ordinary people have been shoved out of their houses, out of work, and are living off measly welfare payments, food stamps and the like. And it's actually the Democrats and the Republicans together who have overseen this situation in America for the last few years. They've overseen the deterioration of American workers' wages, they've overseen the deterioration of increase of inequality in America. And at the same time, both parties, including Secretary Clinton, have overseen the deportation of millions of undocumented migrants. They've overseen an increasing anti-Muslim racism in America, and I think that is what is to blame now for the situation we're in. But someone like Clinton could be so unpopular that she couldn't even beat a raving lunatic like Donald Trump tells you something about American politics. It tells you that people are sick and tired of the status quo. They're sick and tired of someone like Clinton who represents the establishment in so many ways. She represents the constant neoliberal attacks on ordinary working class people in America, and she represents as well the horrific attacks on Muslims and on people in the Middle East for the last 15 years. So no wonder then that someone like Clinton, favoured by Wall Street, favoured by the big banks and by the industrialists in America, couldn't even beat a raving lunatic like Donald Trump. But the situation that we're in now, I think a lot of people are despairing, but I would advise against that, because I think what we can hope for now is serious resistance, and people actually have to be involved in building that resistance, not just in America, obviously, where it's most required, but in Australia as well, where we've seen a similar increase in racism, we've seen similar attacks on ordinary working class people, on healthcare, on education, on welfare. And this, I think, in both countries and all around the world, requires a left-wing response. It requires rebuilding the socialist left. Something you can do is come to a meeting on an analysis, a left-wing analysis of the US elections. You can come and get a copy of Red Flag newspaper to read about the elections and inform yourself. And you can get involved in building an anti-racist resistance that resists as well the encroachment of neoliberal economics, the attacks on education, sorry, the attacks on healthcare.
For the video, I've just been photographed without my permission.
He's filming us because he's trying to harass and intimidate us. He's a fucking Trump supporter.
I'm not.
He celebrates a bigot and a fucking racist like Trump getting into the White House, and here he is trying to intimidate us, to sexually harass the women on this stall, to stalk and to try and intimidate people. Buzz off, buddy. You Trump supporting loser. Buzz off.
No worries.
What is your problem?
I don't have a problem.
What are you going to use this for?
I'm not. My own personal collection.
Well, that's really fucking freaky.
I know. I'm freaky. I didn't give you permission to take a photo of me.
You're a sexist. You're as bad as Trump. Get the fuck out of here. What, you're going to try and grab people's vaginas now?
Why not? What are you, a fucking model? You got a non-disclosure agreement?
Oh.
Go fuck yourself.
Sexist? What is with all these Trump supporters here? Fucking...
Hilarious, mate. Who cares? Trump or fucking bitch face, whatever, they're all the same. Hey. Who cares? They're on the same.
If you likes Trump, you'd love to play that.
Hi, we're having a speak out here against Donald Trump, and now we've been visited by some Trump supporters. Who would have thought that in Australia you would see people who really want to, you know, tie their colours to the mast of someone like Trump? There you go, off you go, coward. Why don't you come here and try and tell everyone why you support Trump? This guy supports Trump. He's for building a wall. He's for persecuting Muslims. He's for sexually harassing women. He's here to try and harass us because we want to have a speak out against Trump. We want to argue to people not to despair. Just stand up and resist Trump and all the policies around the world. This charming fella, he's filming us without anyone's permission because he's also a Trump supporter. I'm sure somewhere on the dark interwebs will be able to put the video up and ejaculate over it later tonight because he's such a big hero, filming people as they try and, stand up and oppose Trump and all of the disgusting racist policies and persecution refugees and minorities around the world who have added up to the kind of world that we live in where Trump can be a credible alternative to someone like Hillary Clinton.
So what's the Australian president's name?
If you're worried about Donald Trump, perhaps you should discuss it here with some of his representatives in Australia. The kind of bigoted backwardness, the kind of people that deny climate change is even a reality, that, openly talk and boast about sexually harassing women, talk about how much they've done it, they point score with each other, compare dick sizes, all that kind of stuff. The kind of people that talk about building a wall to make the lives of undocumented workers in the United States so much more difficult, so much more hard, and then increasing the racist persecution of those people. The kind of people that want to persecute Muslims, who want to increase the devastation caused by the war on terror. These are the people that want to defend, what is the Trump's agenda, as disgraceful as it is. I think they should be publicly held to account.
What, these guys? No, I'm okay.
So you can take a seat to the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like you connecting me with fucking racists.
Who you
Do that
are.
again?
You support Trump, you're a racist.
Do that again. So I hate Muslims?
On the other hand, we want to argue that Trump shouldn't be seen as the end of the world. It should be seen as a new phase of resistance, one where everyone can play a part. Not just if you live in the United States, but everywhere. In Australia, Australia has been leading the world in its persecution and demonisation of refugees. It has put up a very effective wall against refugees trying to come to this country, and it's something, a policy with such racist intent that's something that Trump will try and emulate. And I think that our resistance to those kinds of policies here make it harder for disgraceful racists like Trump the world over to impose their kind of racist policies.
Assalam alaikum. Alaikum assalam.
I love you, Trump.
Hell yeah, you guys are peace loving. Let's watch you guys start a fight. You know? No, not you, brother. Not you. You're alright. Watch these guys.
Because he won't let me talk on there for 1 second. All I wanted to say was fuck. All I wanted to say was fuck Donald Trump.
I know, you're right in line with what they're saying, but they're so set on their myopic views, they just want to divide. Good on you, love? You're awesome, mate.
You wouldn't even let me fucking do freedom of speech.
No, it's like, this love is just awesome.
I said to the American people chose, so what's your problem, you know? They chose this.
Yeah. I didn't choose anyone.
Democracy, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Hi, Jason.
They believe in democracy and they don't let them choose.
I've been called every name in the book.
What's going on?
I don't know. They're just. I've got it all.
Freedom of speech! Say what you want!
Freedom of speech! Freedom of speech! Yep. Come on, boys. Freedom of speech!
Freedom of speech!
Freedom of speech!
They actually called the police on me.
Freedom of speech!
Filmed.
Yeah, man. You're actually fucking spot on, man. This is Australian. You fucking
Freedom of speech!
I don't know, but they hate me.
Freedom of fucking speech!
Yeah.
Fucking too long. I want to talk about that guy. Yeah. Trump supporter. So can I please say something?
Yeah, let me hold on to it. It's not working.
I'm not gonna steal.
It's not fucking working.
Why the fuck is getting this in me then?
Because I told you fucking fucking working. What do you want from me? It's not
I don't need glasses.
Oh no! Don't steal his glasses. Come on.
Oh, just let me have one freedom of speech. They won't let me.
It's not fucking working.
Give me one freedom of speech. I've had enough.
He just wants one freedom of speech in a nice box. Oh, I know what I should have said. I should have said, I'm just waiting for a mate.
What is your fucking problem? Get it out of my fucking face. Get it out of my face.
Don't touch me.
Fucking weirdo.
Don't
Get it out of
touch
my
me.
face.
Don't
Get
touch
it out of my
It's
fucking
not in your
face.
Don't touch
Stop
me.
filming me.
No, don't touch me.
Why are you
You're in
filming
the
me?
public.
Why are you
Hey,
filming
You're allowed
me?
to be filmed. I'm
Why are you
allowed to
filming me?
film. Don't touch the camera, please.
You're a fucking
Don't-
weird
don't
pervert.
assault
He's
me.
a weird pervert. Thank
Don't
you.
assault me.
It's fully, you're within your legal right.
I'm fostering me. She's a psycho, man. Here she comes again. Oh wait, no. Is she actually calling Muscle to come and get rid of me? Is she actually going to do this? I swear. Jeez. Batteries. Stay here all night. I have a full frame camera that sees in the dark.
What exactly are you doing?
Filming.
Yeah, but why?
Why not? Because you get people yelling at you like the girl before, and it's hilarious because she like says.
No, but what exactly?
She says
no, but why are you filming?
Because she says like you can't film. Don't touch, dude. Don't touch my camera.
Don't film me.
Don't touch my camera. Okay?
You relax, man.
Don't touch my camera.
I don't want.
No,
to
seriously.
I'm asking what you're doing.
If you can pay for it, you can smash it. All right, but don't touch my camera.
What
It's
are you
not
doing?
your property.
What are you doing?
I'm filming.
I don't care, man.
All right.
What are you doing?
Look, I'm allowed to film. We're in public.
Yeah, but like you've obviously been asked not to film.
Yeah,
like, several times.
And
like so,
we're
you're
in
actually
public.
just harassing
Like I
people
said,
now.
call the
You're
cops.
actually just harassing
No, I'm
people.
not harassing people.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, so
You're
like,
harassing me.
yeah.
Dude, don't touch the camera. Dude,
Touch the camera.
don't touch the
What are you
camera.
gonna do?
Dude, that's assault.
Like
Really?
assault?
Dude, you saw
Are you
it?
joking?
Should we call the cops now?
Are you actually
Are
joking?
you actually going to call the cops?
You are harassing my friend.
I am not harassing
I've asked you
anyone.
I just came up and asked you what you were doing.
And I said I'm filming. And you don't like
for
it.
what reason? Yeah, I
For-
don't like
for
it.
me.
It's harassing behaviour.
It's not harassing
It's-
behaviour.
it
Then call the
absolutely
cops.
is.
Call the police.
Absolutely.
Don't go
No,
vigilante.
actually,
Don't
this
take
guy-
matters into
actually,
your own
I
hands.
just tried to
call the
talk to
cops.
you. I just
yeah,
tried
well,
to
I'm
talk
not
to you.
cooperating, so call the cops. That's the next logical step.
But I fucking hate little internet cretins like you.
I'm not an
fucking
internet
hate
cretin.
you.
Are you gonna beat me up now?
Nah, I'm not gonna beat you up. I'm
Okay.
just gonna poke your little camera, your precious little camera. What are you
Dude,
doing?
don't touch me. Don't touch me, dude. Look at you. You're a typical SJW.
He's doing then what you're doing.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's allowed to film in a public place.
No, it's
You're
just
not allowed to.
harassing. Just harassing now. Yeah. No, you got a little taste of your own medicine.
Really, I poked people. I poked people. I came up and I got in their faces. Really. That's what I did.
What you're doing. That's exactly the reaction
I'm
you're
walking
looking
up
for.
into
That's
people's
exactly
faces.
the
No,
reaction
I'm not
you're
looking for reactions.
Yes, you are.
I'm filming.
And you're not even explaining yourself like
I
rationally.
work for a
You're just
media
like-
company, mate.
Which-
I'm filming
which
for a media
company?
company.
Which company?
Glickermob
On
and
what
Zurich.
basis? So, but why are you just harassing people? People ask you, some people
I'm
ask
not
you to explain
harassing. So
yourself.
all people film.
ask you if you're a
So
Trump
what's if I
supporter.
was an
People
avid?
ask you
What's if
what
I was
you're
an
about.
avid Hillary
People
supporter?
just
Would you kick
ask
me
you
out?
what you're about, and you actually just started harassing people. That's
I
all
did.
You did.
I just started
Yeah.
harassing people.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were asked not to film. And you
Okay.
continued
Then call
to
the
film.
police if I'm harassing, because that's illegal.
I actually just wanted to deal with you in a rational way, and then you pissed me
Well,
off.
you didn't want to deal with me in a rational way. You came up and got in my face and started poking my camera and moving stuff away.
So what are you
He's
guys
just
doing
angry.
anyway?
The butt hurt.
I'm just waiting for a mate.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for a mate. I am waiting for a mate. Jeez.
I'm not even driving. You seen that episode? Just waiting.
Why don't they just call the cops if what I'm doing is illegal?